Years ago, one of my old mentors said to me and the whole community, don't talk about the things that you believe in that are polarizing because you'll turn people away. Which, if I'm honest with you, was the most terrible advice that I've ever received in my life. Because the fastest way to find your people is to talk about the truth clearly enough so it repels the people who are not supposed to be there. And I'm not here to work with people that don't vibe with me. I'm here to work with my tribe. So I want to name some things calmly, clearly, without fear, because this is not about panic. It's about pattern recognition. So here's what I believe based on observation, research, lived experience, and intuition. We are not being controlled all at once. We are being soft controlled, layer by layer. First through health, then through money, then through identity, and then through dependence. So let's start with health. Our food is increasingly stripped of nutrients and poisoned. Our water is contaminated. Chronic illness is normalized. Fertility issues are rising, and mental health is collapsing. That's not accidental, baby. A sick population is easier to manage than a vital one. And then comes the money. Inflation rises, wages stagnate, debt is demonized by the poor, but strategically leveraged by the wealthy. People were kept just stressed enough to survive, not thrive. And then we're told, don't worry, just work harder, just budget better, trust the system. But the people who win this game, they don't avoid debt. They use it. They leverage the systems to exit dependence. That's what I did. I started in debt. I used the financial institutions to fund my pursuit of freedom. And I've never been more sovereign than I am now. Then comes surveillance and control. Digital IDs, biometric data, facial recognition, centralized systems, convenience replacing consent. It's subtle. It's packaged as safety. And most people opt in without even fucking realizing what they're building. And alongside all of this, division. Families have been fragmented. Parents are exhausted. Children are outsourced to systems that do not teach sovereignty or critical thinking. Men and women are pitted against each other. Masculinity is either shamed or distorted. Femininity is either commodified or suppressed. Because healed men and healed women do not fight each other. They build families. They build businesses. They build communities. And this is really important to say clearly. The LGBTQ community is not the enemy, but it has been politicized and weaponized by systems that benefit from confusion, fragmentation, and endless identity conflict. When identity becomes externally dictated rather than internally felt, when people are encouraged to locate power outside of themselves, when we're constantly arguing labels instead of building lives, everyone loses, including the very people that the systems claim to protect. Division is the strategy, baby. It always has been, because united people, we're uncontrollable. A regulated nervous system is uncontrollable. A financially sovereign individual is uncontrollable. A family that feeds itself is uncontrollable. A community that supports itself is uncontrollable. A man and woman in healed union are uncontrollable. A tribe with shared resources are uncontrollable. So what do? We don't fight the system. We don't obsess over it. We don't spiral into fear. We outgrow it. We rebuild health, starting with water. We rebuild income through leveraged automated systems. We rebuild community through collaboration, not competition. We rebuild families, however that looks like for each individual. We put money back into the hands of good people. That's why I do what I do. A simple switch of water, a free business that comes with it with a 500+ year career plan, community instead of isolation, creation instead of collapse. And I'll say this calmly, not fearfully. We have about 2 to 3 years to become fully financially sovereign, not because the world is ending, but because the systems are consolidating. And the people that are resourced, regulated, and connected will not just survive, they'll lead. You don't have to do this alone. I didn't have to do it alone, even though I did for a long time. Now, we build together. And if this lands as clarity for you and not panic, you already know you're meant to be here. I'm so excited to rise with you.